Hey everybody, this is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Mind Reset Coach, coming to you out of my home office here in Holiday, Florida. This Valentine's 2015. I got flowers today, beautiful little daisies. Love them so much, so I figured I'd put them behind me so you could enjoy them as well. Okay, today I did my core commitment number 3, which is video number 4 in the Fast Start in my Empower Network viral blogging system. And the video was all about marketing and making the commitment to market daily. However, what I'm bringing to you today is only going to be a small portion, but a powerful, poignant portion of the training that I received from David Wood today. I'm super excited. Again, we're going to go again with a story. He's really good at that. I love that. And I figured you might love it too. People love to become connected to a commitment and to things through emotional bond. And I'm going to give you the story that he talked about today. He talked about when his son Gabriel was born. And there he is with his wife Priscilla, and he's in Costa Rica, and things are going on. The baby's being born, she's in labor, and there they are in the hospital room, and some complications happen, some things happen, and it comes time for a cesarean section. And David got really afraid. He got scared. There they are in this room. He speaks very little Spanish. The doctors are Spanish speaking. His wife is Costa Rican, and there's a lot of excitement, and they've got the sheet up so he can't see what's going on, and he's starting to get really nervous, and he's starting to become fearful and afraid. And he decided at that moment that he was going to lean in and reassure Priscilla, his wife, that everything was going to be okay. Everything was going to be okay. And there he is. He's telling her this, and she kept saying, "You sure?" And he's like, "Yes, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay." And inside, his emotions are going, and he's afraid, and he's afraid he's going to lose her. And as they're going through this process, about 36, 38, 39, 40 seconds, could have been a minute, could have been 20 seconds. Who knows how long, from that deep fear to the sound of a child's cry, the baby was born. There was the baby. The loud sound of its first, rah! You know how we come into the earth, we come into this planet, rah! We do. And he's like, holy moly. And he sees the baby, and there's the baby, this little tiny baby, all purple and stuff, trying to get the oxygen through its own body, and all its little organs are working really hard to get things happening. And he looks over at this beautiful boy named Gabriel, and there's Gabriel with, now I want you to picture this if you've never seen David Wood before. Google him and look up the images. You'll see him. The baby's born with his hair, his hands, and his feet. And he holds this child, and he's like, oh my goodness. And he thinks to himself, in such a powerful, profound way, it comes right to his mind and his heart and his whole entire presence, that he is going to be more. That it's time for him to just be more. And the moral of that story is, well, Gabriel's doing wonderful, everybody's great, Priscilla did fine, everybody was okay. The moral to that story is being fully engaged in what you're doing. And what us at Empower Network love to, we coined the term all in. We coined the term all in. And a lot of people get nervous about that all in sound. They think, well, I don't have that kind of investment to make. If you don't, it's never going to happen for you. Okay? It's never going to be as fully experienced as it should be. Until you've made the decision to go all in. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about being financially capable of being physically all in your business. I'm talking about being mentally and emotionally and spiritually committed to being all in your life, then committing that you're going to be all in your business, no matter what business you're in. Whether you are, geez, there's so many businesses, whether you own a brick and mortar and you have a pizza shop, or you're in MLM and you're in a weight loss or a health and wellness company, whether you need to be as far as you can be right now and have the commitment in your mind and your heart and in your spirit that you're going to be as far as you can get, and you're going to work towards it because you can earn your way to the physical all in. You can do that. However, it'll never happen for you if you don't make the mental and emotional connection to the concept of being fully present and all in. So I challenge you today to really pay attention to everything that happens. I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Tomorrow, tomorrow's Sunday. So whatever day it is for you tomorrow, whatever time that you discover this blog and you see this video, whatever time it is tomorrow, whether it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, you are going to wake up in the morning, and before you get out of bed, before you jump and rush into the world, I don't care if you've got an alarm clock, find a way to get up before that alarm clock. Even if you just set the intention, do something, drink more water before you go to bed, something so that you're not disturbed into awakeness, because you want to be fully awake on purpose, not disturbed into it. Before you get out of the bed, I want you to pay very close attention to your surroundings. I want you to feel the bed underneath you, and I want you to be happy about that bed. I want you to feel the sheets, the cool sheets on your skin, and the warmth of the spot that you've been snuggled into all night. I want you to feel that and give yourself, 5 seconds there. Open your eyes, look out the window. That's one of my favorite things. My bed's up against the wall where I can look out the window, and I have the plants growing there in such a way, just spit out, in such a way that it's like its own little forest, and it's a big bougainvillea. And for me, bougainvillea reminds me of like villas along the Mediterranean and things like that. So when I see it, I feel very rich and abundant. So that's what I see. I see clear blue sky and bougainvillea against the sky. It's a wonderful way to wake up. And I have a pair of cardinals that come and say hello to me in the morning. They come up as close to the window as they can, and they tilt their head at me and look. It's hysterical. So I want you to pay attention. Find something like that, no matter where you are. Maybe you live in a city, and you're hearing the sounds of the horns beeping as the cars are traveling down the street, and you hear the murmur of the people moving along, going to their job or commuting or whatever it is. Maybe you hear the sound of the newspaper delivery man tossing the paper at the door and it hits the door. Whatever it is, I want you to be really aware of that moment for 5 seconds. You don't have to linger there. Don't fall back to sleep, because the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get ready for your day. You're going to go about your morning in such a way that you're doing it on purpose. You're also going to get yourself out. If you don't already do this, or you don't already journal or have a notebook handy, before you go to bed tonight, get one handy so it's close by to, say, maybe your coffee machine or your teapot or whatever it is that's really valid to you first thing in the morning after you get out. Maybe it's in your bathroom. Maybe you got to run to the potty. Put it in there with a pen, okay? And what I want you to do is literally write down, you're taking inventory today, guys. Literally write down the time that you're at that position, okay? So say it's 9 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. at the coffee machine, running the water through, getting ready to go out for your jog, whatever it is. And you put 9:30 coffee, make coffee. 9:35, sneakers, run. 10:05, home, coffee, journal. I want you to do that all day. Every time that you change your actions, I want you to write down the time that the action started. You don't have to worry about writing the time that it ended, because your next action is going to set the next time. I want you to do that all day. I want you to take inventory, and I want you to think about what it is you're doing as you're doing it. And at the end of the day, I want you to look back and say, golly, kind of missed some time there. I went out for my jog and I got back at 10:05 and I had some coffee and I started journaling, but it wasn't until 12 o'clock till I came back to this sheet. And so maybe I did journal for 2 hours. You'll start to understand there's parts of your day, and all of us do it, no matter how disciplined you are, that just are wasted away, that you're not quite sure what the hell happened. So in order for you to start living in a more present life and more all-in psychology, you need to start becoming aware of what it is you're doing. Beyond the planning the day, you need to take inventory of it. So I do these did sheets every time I start feeling like I'm off track and I can't figure out where I'm off track. So basically, I'll do did sheets for 7 days straight. Once you do it tomorrow, I want you to ask yourself at the end of the day if you'd like to do a 30-day inventory. And go ahead and do a 30-day inventory. And dedicate yourself to did sheets for 30 days. So if that means you've got to carry a small notebook, like the detectives in the crime dramas, or if you can carry a full-size like journal style thing, or a book like this, like these you can get at the dollar store, guys. Do it and give yourself 30 days of inventory checking and start deciding if you're living your life fully present, okay? If you're living your life fully present. That's including work. If you're going to a job, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And if you're not willing to give it your all in the job, you're not going to give it your all for yourself, even if you hate the place. Okay, last job I had, I hated. And every time I walked through that door, I was 250%. And I always outran everyone. I always gave so much. I want you to do that for yourself, even if you don't want to be there. So you get to work at 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is that you go to work, and you start your day. I want you to take note. Each thing you did throughout the day at your job, don't leave that out. That's not blank space. Because how you live 1 minute is how you live them all. Okay? So I want you to dive in tomorrow, take some inventory, and start becoming more aware of how all in your life, in your experiences, in your interactions, in your relationships, and your work, that, how all in are you really? I want you to just go ahead and take that step and develop the habit. Do it for a week. Do it for 30 days. Do it a week for every 30 days. Do it however you want it, but this is a powerful tool. Go ahead, do it. Get all in. Make a commitment. Keep track of yourself. Take an inventory of your actions and decide whether or not you're really there. Okay? Decide for yourself if you're doing it all the way, or if you're just giving it a try, or if you're just winging it, or if you're just showing up to get a paycheck, or if you just... It's important that you listen to the people when they're talking to you, that you speak clearly and from a position of authority when you're speaking, and that you're aware of your environment. You will find that you will become more grateful, more loving, more abundant. Everything around you will start growing. So go ahead and get all in your life today. This is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Mind Reset Coach. I'm going to cut it off here. Happy Valentine's Day 2015. Many, many, many more for you. And I'll see you tomorrow. You have a wonderful day. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Leave me a comment on the blog. Leave me a comment and think about whether or not you want to go all in with me. See you later. Peace.